Hi, this is Shayan Biswas from Asian Academy of Film and Television, and I'm from MSc Cinema, and I'm here to demonstrate how to light up a character and create moods using a single light source. Let me introduce with the equipment I'll be using here to demonstrate this. So at first I'll be using a baby light, I'll be using a camera which is Canon 80D,
a gateway paper, C-clamp and a reflector.
So to make this video, I will need two of my friends, and my first friend will be Ajinkya, who will help me with setting up of lights, and my another friend will be Nidhi, who will be the character or the talent in this video. Yeah, so to achieve this neutral mood, I've placed the camera just character Nidhi and have placed the light, the baby light, behind the camera, which is few feet above the camera. It's totally 90 degree to her, and I'll use this gateway paper which will soften the light, so it will enhance the beauty. The hardness of this light will put dramatic effect which I don't want in this neutral mood. So let's see what effect does this gateway paper and what this single light source does on her. House lights off.
It is a very flat light setup. We can see the shadows under her chin. This kind of lighting can be used in interviews or simple conversation scenes. Here's an example. This is a still from the movie Casablanca.
So we have seen how to achieve neutral mood lighting. So we move on to our next type of lighting. The next type of lighting will create a mood of positive and happy mood. In this type of lighting, it beautifies the character. Let's see how we do this. Okay, now. So I've placed the baby light at 45 degrees to my character, and I've placed my camera just like the previous shot we have done. It's at the same position, just the change in light, that is in 45 degree, and it is a bit higher than our character. So let's see what effect it have on our character. The house lights off.
This is what we get when we place the light at 45 degrees. We can see a small triangle forming under her eyes, which makes the frame more interesting. But the harsh shadows are the problem here.
So to fill up the shadows, as said, I'll use a reflector. I'll place it just here. The light is placed there, so the light bounces back here. We'll see it in camera how she looks after bouncing the light.
Here's an example from a TV series, Friends.
So you saw how to do a positive mood lighting. I would also like to mention this type of lighting is also known as Rembrandt lighting. Moving on to our next type of lighting, where we will use hard light, and this will create a dramatic mood. Let's see how we do it. Okay, so now I have placed the light at 180 degree to her. So I'll create a dramatic lighting, so where her face will be half lit and the other side of the half will be in darkness. So how I'll achieve this? Another thing which I remind you, the hardness and softness of light matters a lot. So I'll remove the gateway paper to create a hard lighting and dramatic lighting over here. Another thing, you can see the light is placed at a higher level. So I'll put it down at her eye level.
One side of the character is well lit and the other side is in darkness. It can sometimes show that the character may be hiding something from the audience. This type of dramatic lighting has been used in the film Fight Club.
So now you have learned how to create a dramatic type of lighting using a single light. Now moving on to our next type of lighting, it will create a mood of evil. Let's see how we do it. This will hang the light for this type of lighting. So I'll hang this light here. So I have to fix this C-clamp first. Now I'll put this BB light on this C-clamp. Shown you the setup how to set the light in the ceiling using a C-clamp. Now you can see the light is just above her, and the light we have placed is a hard light, so it's casting harsh shadows beneath her eyes and nose. Let's see what happens in the camera. Let's see what mood it has created. I guess it should be evil, which I'm trying to do. House lights off.
It looks like she is a negative character here. Her eyes are partially visible and the audience cannot predict what she is going to do next. The opening scene of Godfather is the perfect example for this kind of lighting.
So we have created the mood of evil using one light. So moving on to our next mood, which is a horror mood. Okay, now I have placed the baby light at a low angle. So you can see I have replaced the light stand and have put the light on the ground. Let's see when we switch it on what effect it has. House lights off.
The shadows which are forming here are not normal to our eyes, so it makes the character look a bit uneasy and spooky. Here's a frame from the film Dracula.
We are done with our horror mood lighting. Next we move on to our last mood lighting, which is suspense. Let's see how we reveal our character from suspense mood. So now you can see I've placed the BB light just behind our character, which is at 90 degree, but regard to our first shot, it has been placed behind her. So let's see what effect does it have when we switch on the light. House lights off.
The light has created a rim around her. The character is totally in darkness and it's difficult for the audience to identify her. Though we can reveal her character later using a reflector and bouncing the light on her. Here's an example from the film The Assassination of Jesse James.
We are done with our final mood lighting, which was suspense. So I guess this video has helped you how to create a mood using a single light, and we have also seen how the hard light acts and how the soft light acts, and it enhances the mood. I hope it helped you. Thank you for watching.